Okay, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai Director. So, it's Sunday. Mosu Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, episode 22, The Woven Path. Now, it seems like I did a few discussion videos about fallen characters and rising characters. It seems the anime has taken notice. Well, not in my videos, but they've taken notice. And this episode can be considered as the episode where everybody comes together. That's what this episode was. Um, I need to admit, this was kind of stupid. Like, the other thing in this episode that happened that I found very silly was that they basically negate everything that happens in episode 17. Not the removing of the Gundam when it concerns Mary. So, but that's later on. Majority of this episode, beginning parts, we have the Quiet Zero. We see a fleet approaching it, but they back off when they realize that the other fleet was destroyed. And then we have Prospera saying, "Thank you, Eri." I'm gonna be very honest here. I don't like Prospera, and I don't like her daughter. I think both. I think Ericht Samaya, who's is a stupid, blind, deaf, and dumb toddler who doesn't know the simple concepts of what she is doing. And she's only doing it because my mommy told me to. But that's another issue altogether. So we have that scene. And then we pick it up where we get a few scenes with Mary and Gruel. And they say that she's indisposed. She's not talking to anybody. No. She's a hot mess. That's later on. But we do get some scenes of everybody else. We have them doing a few things, Earth House, here and there. They're, getting ready for this battle that was talked about. And, excuse me, we do have, like I said, this is everyone coming together. And this all transpires into before, because I think it was Suletta, she gets the rundown from Elin, the fifth clone, about what happened to Elin 4. And she's sad about it, but she moves on from it. And she's determined to stop her mother. And Ericht. Listen, like I said, I don't consider her real daughter. It's just like, yeah, you're listening to your mommy. Well, your mommy is committing mass genocide and is evil. So enjoy that. But Suletta basically is just determined to stop them, and so on and so forth. And, basically the whole gist is that Caliban, in order for her to stop them, she needs to have a permit score of 5. If she has a permit score of 5, she'll be able to stop them, and so on and so forth. But we have all these scenes of people getting together and helping out here and there. And Choo Choo. Oh man, I love Choo Choo. Choo Choo basically says that she's not gonna let Suletta do this alone. and they're gonna use that mobile suit she used to fight, you know. And we even see Martin there. Everybody's basically getting together. And before Suletta goes to Calibran, she wants to see Miorine. By the way, this scene was stupid. I'm going to come out and say it. Ghoul, what are you doing? No, listen, man. All right, I understand it's all about honor and chivalry, but he gets Suletta wants to see Miorine, and Ghoul sees her. He brings her to her and says, "Oh, I'm still her fiance. Oh, what, we could redo the duel?" I'm like, what? Redo the duel? You don't have a Gundam. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fence. Fencing? But they do. They do fencing. And Suletta wins. So that happens. She goes to see Miorine. All right. As bad as I've trashed Miorine, this was a good scene. It showed Soletta's growth, Miorine's growth. They both make mistakes. I mean, Soletta's mistakes are not as vast as Miorine. I mean, yeah, she killed 2 people, but Sophie was okay. That was when she was piloting Ariel. And the other one was the, But still, she felt, even though it was, what's right and wrong, and she still feels bad about it. And she even admits to Mercury that what she did wasn't a mistake. Now, I would say yes, it wasn't. What she did wasn't a mistake. What her mother did, yeah, that was a big fucking mistake. Abandoning your child in the middle of space and being a complete, utter about it. Also, Ericht too, because, yeah, you're a little toddler and you don't know the concept of what's going on. But I liked it for what it was. They make up. She's a mess. I thought she was wearing, this is a Facebook post, I thought she was wearing a girl's bathing suit. No. She's wearing like a thing here and a short shorts. And, she looks terrible. She's, like I said, she's like a hot mess. And she's like rubbing her eye. And she makes up with her and they move forward. And she grabs her hand and we move forward from there. Now, the rest of the episode is pretty much everyone getting ready for this battle. Now, they meet up without a Earth House. Choo-choo, yo. Choo-choo didn't hurt Mary. She didn't punch her in the face. But, she said, we're not doing this for you. We're doing it for Suletta. That happens. And then we basically have a meeting of the minds. And she goes into the Calibran. This is painful. Piloting the Gundam without Ericht doing is painful for Suletta. But Marie Baruma, she says that she has a strong resistance. And she would be able to do it. Of course she could do it, but she's panting when she's doing this. But she's able to get to a score of 5. In layman's terms, this means that in order to get into the data storm, which is what the Quiet Zero produces, you need to have a permanent score of 5. If you don't get a permanent score of 5, you're not going to be able to go through it and fight. So she's able to do that, and they discuss the battle plan and so on and so forth. What's his face does chime in a bit. That dude. Where's that dude? Oh, Kanenji. Yeah, Kanenji. He just basically says, if you're not able to do this, if you're not able to stop her, leave it to us adults. Now, they do go out and they do fight. Before this happens, though, we get a scene with also Miorine and her father. He can't talk, but he basically says, she just tells him she's not going to walk away. She's going to face this head on, so on and so forth. They go out. Someone's about to attack them. It's freaking Landra, Ghoul's brother. Like, dude. Whatever. Anyway, it seems like what's going to happen here, Landra's going to fight Ghoul. I don't know if this means that he's going to die or both of them going to die. We'll see. But that happens. Then we have the confrontation between Suletta and Ariel. As I said before, I don't fucking like Ericht. Somehow. I think she is stupid. Her character is stupid. Yes, it's very stupid. I'm sorry, but you're a goddamn fucking toddler. That's what she is. She's a toddler. You're 8, 10 years old. You're a soulless, you're a spirit inside of a machine, and you think talking to Suletta in this way is going to stop her? Hey, what are you doing here? It's just what it says when she shows up. Suletta, for the most part, cleans house when she gets into the data storm and just takes out most of the drones that she sends her way. Then Ariel shows up. Now, Prospera knows it's Suletta in the mobile suit, in the Calibre. So, and she's like, her reaction's not kill her. You know? That's not her reaction. But, you know, Ericht's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, let me tell you something about this character. First of all, you tell her to leave. Suletta understands what you're doing. Then she shows up again and you say, what are you doing here? Hey. Samaya. Ericht. Do you know what mass genocide is? Do you know what killing is? That's what you've been doing for the last 1 or 2 episodes. What you did on Earth, what you did against that fleet, you are killing people. Oh, my mommy told me to say. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm hating on this character, but it's just like this. At this point in the show, I'm going to call it. Prospera is Dr. Frankenstein. There, I said it. That's what this is. Ariel is the Frankenstein monster. That's what it is. And you know how, Frankenstein, I don't want to say Frankenstein, but yeah, that's what it seems to me, to an extent. But this is the thing about Prospera. She uses everyone. She manipulates everyone. And Ericht's okay with it. Okay. You okay with that? Okay. Well, here's something on your conscience. When this is said and done, you're probably going to be dead. I'm sorry if I'm hating on this character, but her telling Suletta, what are you doing here? And it's just like, to stop you! Now, the next episode is called Relentless Tenderness? I don't know what that really means. Might have something to do with Ghoul's fight with Landra, but who knows? And I'm sorry I'm referencing Dr. Frankenstein, but the thing is this. Prospera even is manipulating her daughter. Her own daughter that's stuck in, and she's like, thank you. That's bullshit, by the way. That is bullshit. You're using your own daughter to get revenge. That's what she's doing. That's what she did with Suletta. That's what she's doing with Ericht. All because Delling killed your husband and a bunch of people at the Venegas. I'm sorry. That's very sad. It is. But this revenge plot, okay, it has no legs. And the thing that upsets me about it is this. I thought the whole point of this Quiet Zero, I know it was to stop wars, but what about your daughter that's trapped inside of that Gundam? Are you going to, like, I don't know, put her soul into something? Another vessel? Because she's stuck in there. She has no body. Oh, her body is Ariel. My mistake. Aside from that confrontation, which is weak sauce, I'm sorry. Sorry, Eric. I'm not taking your threat because you're an 8-year-old toddler. Or 10 years old. Where the hell you are. Like, get the hell out of here. But overall, the episode was good. 10 out of 10. I really like the development here. The coming together for everybody to try to stop this. Now, I have some theories of what might happen. One theory, which I'm going to just stop. Last thing I'm going to say, this episode is doing this video in 60 minutes already. And maybe you guys can chime in. What if what is really going to happen here is this? Calibran and Ariel. I'm not saying that they merge, but what I am saying is as they're fighting, they understand each other. And they stop the two sisters from fighting. And what ends on happening is Ericht actually gets sucked into Calibran. And into Suletta. And Ariel shuts down. It's one theory. It's one theory. But Suletta doesn't lose herself. She doesn't. But she gains everything that was Ericht. You know, and they have like a conversation with each other, and they merge, and you know, and then they fight on equal terms against their mother. But that's just one theory. I don't know. We'll see. This is Bankai 922. Listen, I don't want to hate on this character, Eric, but you're a toddler. What, you're 8 years old? Not very threatening, and neither is Prospera. Manipulative bitch. I'll see you guys later. Peace.